Okay.
Here it goes. Well, hi there. Happy Thursday. It is May the 9th, 2019, and I'm Eric, talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where if you're standing in a crowd and you can't figure out which one the asshole is, guess what?
It's me.
How is Gord this evening?
I'm doing well. How you doing, my friend?
I'm okay. I'm sort of all right, but not 100%.
Okay.
Were you able to hear that song?
Not in the slightest.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out as we go along. Anyway, we are recording using Skype through Spreaker.com as God intended. So I'll put this round of applause in because I can hear it. We'll figure the rest out as we go along. Very cool that we finally got this much working, though.
Yeah.
Other things that aren't working are our statistics properly. So I'm just assuming there's tens of thousands of you until I get that figured out. Got another email today saying I have to redo some stuff on my end. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I just want to do one quick thing here before we get the show started and just make sure all our bases are covered. And there, I believe we're good.
Oh.
All right. There we go. Sorry. I know that's a terrible way to start the show. I apologize, everybody, but I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. And it looks like, for once, it actually is.
Yay!
Now, the unfortunate thing about that is I don't have much of a show to go on because I've been dicking around with this computer all day. And then someone had the audacity to come up and ask if I could help them fix their laptop. And I was like, God, no. Do you know how much it took to fix mine? I have no idea what to do about yours.
Next time somebody says it to him, you know what you do? Pull out a magnet and stick it next to the hard drive.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it'll just wipe it completely clean.
That's funny. I've got a little magnet right here in my hand. I was just wondering where to stick it. So now I know where not to.
Do not put that anywhere near your hard drive.
No, of course not.
A large, powerful magnet will wipe a hard drive clean.
This is a very tiny, not powerful magnet. Nevertheless, I'm not going to mess around with it. I have a history with these kind of things.
That you do.
Where do we want to go tonight? I do my epic 3-day battle with the flat Earth community. Still going strong.
Did you pose the question that I asked you to pose?
I did pose the question, and indeed, they're not real.
So asteroids are not real.
No. Well, if they are, they don't penetrate. There's no evidence of them. They don't penetrate the dome.
So then, what are the craters that were created by impact?
They've just always been there. There's no evidence that there was a meteor that created those craters.
And then, what about the craters on the moon?
The moon. We don't know. We've never been there.
Well, yeah, but
pictures of the moon are fake.
But you can see them from like the naked eye, virtually.
Well, you can see little gray spots.
A pair of binoculars, you can actually see craters with a pair of binoculars on the moon.
Well, that could just be light playing tricks on your eyes.
Wow, they'll fucking excuse anything.
It's retarded. It's gotten to the point now where I'm starting to wonder if they even believe what they're saying, because it's so stupid. It's just gotten to the point where they won't answer a serious question, and I keep saying, please answer a question, and they go, well, you're just a Satanist. And I go, well, and by definition, I can't be a Satanist. I don't believe in your goddamn book. Satan is just a character in your book. So I can't, by not believing in your whole story, that means I don't believe in Satan.
Yeah. So therefore, I can't be a Satanist.
I, by definition, cannot be a Satanist. And I've been accused of all sorts of things today. There was some really good, fun comments, and some not so good.
But I don't understand. I'm confused about something. They recognize that there's other planets.
Some people
right?
do, some people don't.
Well, they have to recognize there's other fucking planets. I mean, come on.
Some
you
do
can
and
see
some
them.
don't.
Okay.
No, you can see little round things in the sky. You don't know what you're seeing.
So telescopes are fake?
Not fake, just maybe you're seeing something in the sky with them.
But the Flat Earth Society has recognized that all other planets are round. They recognize this. They're said, no, that's right. All other planets are round. We're not.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That seems to be the general consensus, but there are some dissenters even within the community. Because these people I don't think are necessarily exactly part of the community, so to speak.
So they're probably just fucking trolls that are just sitting there trolling to make the rest of the group look and sound stupid.
I think so,
It's the only thing that makes sense, because like if they're willing to recognize that, because if they're not even willing, if there's people here that are actually out there not even going to recognize that there are other planets, then they're literally a waste of space, because they're not even. I mean, like, you can't even recognize the basics. Like, you can tell the difference by looking at it from the naked eye. You can tell the difference between Mars and Venus through the naked eye. Mars is red. Venus has a blue tinge, or has a bluish tinge to it. You can see that from the naked eye. You don't even need binoculars. That's your eyes. And they're in the same place, no matter what. They're always there.
Yeah, no, there's too much fake evidence to prove what's there and what isn't.
But yet they have zero evidence, and that's what they're going to base it on.
Yeah. You know what? Let me ask them about the but give me that question again, and I'll try to pose it to them right now.
I'm not even sure which question to start with. Ask them. Okay, first of all, just ask the first question of, do you recognize that there are other planets? Start with that one.
My best friend. I'm going to try to sound innocent. My best friend wants to know if you recognize that there are indeed other planets. They usually respond quite quickly. As I said earlier today, I was accused of being... And let me say real quickly, any flat earthers who want to come on the podcast and discuss their side of the story, please do. I'm trying very, very hard to understand it. I don't understand it at the moment. None of it makes any sense. Everything's holograms or fake, or I don't get where you're coming from. So please get in touch with us, Eric at ericandgord.com.
Like, I'll even give them a fair share to even, like, no, state your piece, but when I ask you a question, I'm expecting a fucking actual answer.
Yeah, well, I said that today too. I said, please give me actual answers. I'm asking actual questions. I am genuinely trying to understand. Because there's so everything we know is wrong, Gord. There's no melted magma core to the Earth. That doesn't exist. Gravity doesn't exist. Like everything we know doesn't exist.
So I wonder what's their explanation for earthquakes? Like they're real. We know those are real. We feel them. So what's their explanation? How does an earthquake happen if there's not tectonic plates rubbing against each other causing friction and vibration? What is an earthquake to them?
Let me ask.
That's a fucking great question.
If there's no, how do I get to the beginning here?
If there's no magma and tectonic plates shifting around a globe, how do you explain earthquakes?
Let me do that right now. If there is no molten core. Sorry, Gord, you're gonna have to talk a little bit while I do this.
Okay, yeah, no problem. See, this is the thing. There's so many questions that could be posed to these quote unquote people that they're not even able to answer. It's the same as like a religious zealot.
Exactly.
If you don't have an answer or something, you just push it off onto, well, that's faith. No. What these idiots are doing is these idiots are actually discussing science. It's the real word of science.
Yeah, well,
and if they're only,
it's a lie. It's all lies.
Well, yeah, but that's fine. But if you're going to say it's a lie, you got to have proof of the lie.
Well, no, they don't.
You can't just say it's a lie. You have to have proof. Otherwise, you're an idiot. And that's just the way anything works. I mean, like, you can't just walk up to somebody who's wearing a red jacket and say, hey, that's purple. No, it's red. No, that's a lie. You've told that it's purple, or you're being told it's red. It's actually purple. No, you're a fucking moron. And that's what these people, again, I use quotes when I say these guys are people because I actually don't even think they're fucking people. I just think they're a bunch of fucking morons that have no active brain cells whatsoever.
Well, I just think that it's got to be a joke. Like, they can't honestly believe what they're saying. There's no way. It's too ridiculous. And the whole argument about they can't go to Antarctica because there's travel restrictions and stuff. Well, they showed me a map today, and their ice wall that's around the Earth is actually closer to the tip of South America than it is Antarctica. So why don't they just go there instead? There's no restrictions there.
Yeah. You don't just have to go to one side. You're on a flat disc. You could go to anywhere to see this wall.
Exactly. It's still round.
Anywhere. Pick a direction. Go that way.
It's just so much. Yeah, I can't. It's too much. I can't read and do the show at the same time. Unfortunately, I'm not that talented. But I am waiting for answers to your questions, and I'll give them to you as soon as they come. And like I said, these flat earthers, they gotta try to convince me. I mean, the burden of proof is on you, not me.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I've never said that don't believe. I've never said that I'm a glober or a globe earther or whatever you want to call me. I just happen to be trying to learn. What I am doesn't matter. Although I'm by no means a Satanist.
Are you sure?
No.
Have you checked?
I'm almost positive.
Have you looked in the mirror and double checked? And our mirror's fake. Is that something else? Our mirror's actually not real? I don't know.
Well,
I'm about to ask them about that.
I'm sure they're not super real. The leader of this group isn't real, though. The leader of this group got kicked out of this group, so he came back disguised as a woman and took over the group.
Did they kick him out because he couldn't believe how stupid they all sounded?
No, they kicked him out because he apparently he was trying to educate kids on a schoolyard or something.
Okay.
I don't know the story. It was before I joined. the group. I'm only in 2 groups.